We're
And we're live.
live. We're live as shit.
We are live.
Oh, I am so excited. It feels, after the longest week of my life, it feels so good to do something I actually want to do and like enjoy and
You've had
like.
a long week.
Well, yeah, okay. And you
Gotta
tell us
hear it.
about your move, Jordan.
Yeah, so we're settled in. We're down here in Zachary, Louisiana, just north of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And it's a nice little two-bedroom, two-bathroom apartment. It's
Very
pretty,
cool.
it's pretty good. All on one floor. So had to say goodbye to my basement studio. So I'm sad.
Oh,
But but there's big walk-in closets behind me, so I
oh,
can like
that's
shove all my
nice.
gear and like this back room looks like a legit like rental
That's sick. So
house.
soon you will have a new and improved Valley Film studio where you're
Mm-hmm.
at. Oh, that'd be sick.
Hopefully.
Are we losing him?
Are we
Oh,
lagging?
this Louisiana Wi-Fi.
I'm on Ethernet, but this
Oh,
laptop is 4 years old. It's
Oh
probably
God,
like,
it's ancient at this point.
oh,
dude,
come on. My MacBook Pro, which I edit 4K footage on, is 4 years old. It's 2012. Oh, I
Yeah,
forgot you're on PC.
right.
PC.
That's why you always buy Apple, man. It lasted half a decade.
I'm a huge
Probably
proponent of
right.
Apple. I know Jordan, you've got the whole IT background. I understand Windows and I understand all that, and people have the
I have
proclivity to love
I,
it.
I like Apple if I
Okay.
can afford it. That's
Yeah.
what if someone gave me a free MacBook, I would say I would use that way more. Like PC versus MacBook, same system requirements, same like everything. I'm going with Mac.
Hmm.
Yeah. See, I think it's interesting that I don't know if this year as well, but in past, the best running Windows computer has been a Mac, because people just do the partition and then they'll run Windows 7 or whatever on it. That's actually I did that with my Big Mac.
Yeah,
Pretty well.
you and your Big Mac.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is I took it off though because, all right, full disclosure, the only reason I had it was because I was into this game called The Old Republic. It's like a Star Wars
Oh,
game.
Knights of the Old
Yeah,
Republic.
No, not Knights.
dude.
Just it was the MMO, The Old Republic, and it's like free to play. It still
Oh.
exists. Um,
Oh, I remember that one. I
yeah.
never.
Oh, it's still around. It's still kicking. It's still dope. I
I
didn't
gotcha.
play it that much, so I was like, I don't need an entire Windows partition just to play this game that I play once every like 3 4 weeks. So that's why I had that. But it ran well. So
Nice.
yeah.
Nice.
But glad to hear your move has been going well. How's the whole film situation? You've been mingling and
Yeah,
what?
I guess probationally full-time employed. So
Very nice.
Nice.
I'm on a 90-day probation with one video production house here. Maybe doing. Well, I was on a 12-hour shoot yesterday.
For
But
what?
it's like, you ever seen those ITT Tech commercials where it like
Mm,
follows like
yes.
Carlos
Yes.
the mechanic and his family, and they're like have a barbecue in the backyard.
Mm.
Yeah.
We did that for Baton Rouge Community College.
Oh,
Can you tell me about that? Because like I just want to know how that works. Like,
We
one of those
it
commercials.
it was so this one. I mean, I don't know how most people do it, but we were pretty unscripted with it. The only scripted part about it was location. So we're gonna get her at her job at the hospital, on her way to pick up her daughter at school,
mm,
uh, doing homework,
hmm.
playing in the playroom with her, and then like having a family barbecue in the
Okay.
backyard.
What kind of units were
Um,
you guys
so
using for light and stuff?
so Fred's one of the guys. He used a uh, Tommy Stevie. They used an FS700.
Oh, nice.
Dope.
Yeah.
Like full rig, shooting 60 frames per second. I was shooting the B camera
Hmm.
on the A7S at 60 frames per second. I
Nice.
had a 70 to 200 millimeter. So I was like the close up, and he was the 35 or 50 millimeter, getting the shots, and we were getting like double coverage at the whole time. So like
Okay.
slow
Cool.
motion, like she's got her notebook, and she's like flipping like what reading notes in the hall, but it's like all super sexy slow mo.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Dope.
And we're just like kind of ad libbing. The director was there, Tommy, and then we did an interview with her at her what was her house. We faked it and went to a nicer looking house that had a little bit more uh, vegetation in the backyard, kind of like a prettier interview. But just getting those sound bites from the interview and then gonna like tie it together. So,
Very
Dope.
cool.
like whole
Was it a
story.
true story or completely phony?
Completely fabricated.
Well, it's kind of fabricated, but I mean,
Mm,
it's her story. I
Okay, at
mean,
least she went to school.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah. She
Okay.
went to school. Like everything she says in the interview is true,
mm-mm.
but the picking her daughter up from school and the barbecue, that was all
Okay.
like totally
Yeah.
staged.
Ah.
Like hey,
That part's okay.
yeah. So the
Yeah,
B-roll
as
was
long as she goes to the school, I feel like a lot of times you watch those things, you're like, this person is an actor. They don't even go to this school. They have no idea what this school is. They probably don't even have a
right.
degree in tech or anything like that. So
That doctor prescribing me medicine through the TV, he's fake.
yeah, he's bullshitting. No, but that's good to hear that at least that part of it is true. And it
Yeah,
That's
seems.
cool.
How did the shoot go? Did it go pretty well?
pretty well. 12 hours, 9 to 9.
Mm-hmm.
It's a long
So
time.
it was a
For,
long time.
Yeah. So
But
I mean, of
I'm
course
like,
it's standard, but
I'm trying to like do my best, not fuck up in these next 90 days, and
mhm.
hopefully like lock down the full-time job. So
That would be sick, man.
I'm trying to like, it's weird. I'm like I said earlier, I'm a failed entrepreneur. So I'm like,
oh no, 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 you're
oh,
not.
no, like that's a joke.
Yeah,
But
but
like what it's like to work with other people and like office
uh-huh.
culture and like the water cooler. It's like,
Yeah.
How
Oh,
many
is it
people?
like a fairly big company? Is there like a decent amount of people, or?
nope, I'm the fifth guy. That's it.
Cool.
Oh, well, you still get that small little intimate little setting and stuff, so that's dope.
So,
Yeah.
what's your job there? Like, what's your title? If I'm your cousin, hey, Jordan, what do you do?
I think my job is going to be like Predator. I think that's what it'd be. Producer, editor.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I was like, whoa,
No,
You guys
no,
have cool job titles.
that would be so dope.
no. So I'm doing like the smaller jobs. So I'm not doing the six-figure jobs. I'm doing like 4 to 5 figure jobs.
Okay.
There's smaller projects,
Yeah.
low risk projects.
Okay.
Because everybody there, the four guys are ready set to do those six-figure jobs, but they have to they can't do those small, so like I'm gonna like hopefully.
So wait, so they brought you on because they still want to get the income from the smaller jobs, but like their bigger jobs are taking up most of the time, so they can't
Yes.
get to the smaller ones. So this is where you come in, and what you do is you produce, meaning like get everything in pre-production
Get everything together, shoot it, and then edit it
yourself.
myself.
Wow,
Yes.
Okay.
that's
So
great.
So
you're
like,
acquiring assets.
I guess so. Yeah.
Okay.
But
Very
doing it from almost from beginning in, working for. I mean, not the financial clients, arranging everything like shoot days, and then shooting it
incredible.
either shoot myself or having like a DP with me, and I just kind of direct and produce while they
Hmm.
shoot it,
Mm-hmm.
and then I do editing on that.
That
See, that's
sounds
kind of
great.
cool because I feel like while you're doing this job, like you're figuring out, how this works for,
Hmm.
to get the job there. But I feel like at a certain point, they're obviously gonna want to bring you on to like the bigger stuff that they're working on too. So it's like there's this
Yes.
this level that you can get to and stuff, and I'm sure it won't even take long.
Oh,
Um,
I'm sure, especially in such a small company, you know.
yeah, dude.
Hmm.
So I think I
Now,
wish the best for you for that. It sounds dope.
You know,
and
just like anyone, like I feel like, oh, they're not going to let the new guy do the $100,000 project, but like, it's cool that they're trusting you already with this stuff. They've seen
yeah,
your backlog of work and they're happy with it.
they've
So
got a cool culture. It's very egalitarian. Like I feel like even me, the new guy, I feel like my opinion matters.
That's
great.
dope.
So like I mean, with respect to everybody else's opinion and their expertise, but I don't feel like shut up, new guy.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. That would
So,
not be a good culture. So
No.
cool, man. Nope.
so dudes,
Fantastic.
yeah. Well, what are y'all
Tell me
been up
about
to?
moving. Like, how's life in Louisiana now? Like, what's new?
I'm eating terribly.
You're
Like,
eating
Ah,
terrible.
it's yeah, still trying to figure out grocery stores, but like we haven't bought groceries because we've just still been trying to figure out everything. So we've been eating out a lot,
Yeah.
and there are there are very few juice bars, let's just say, or
Hmm.
uh, the salad here. Do you want ranch or do you want ketchup?
what? Ketchup?
No, not ketchup. I'm
That's
kidding.
I mean, it's like everything is. Even the salads are not
Okay,
like.
gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like fried fish, like a fried piece of chicken on your salad or something.
Okay.
That's
You
Yeah.
know,
I mean, to be fair, that sounds pretty delicious.
it's yes,
fried chicken.
But
but
I,
it's
I,
like
I imagine it's not very sustainable.
Yeah.
you
Wow.
want the hamburger at that
That's
Yeah.
point.
crazy. You travel 10 hours south and you're like, what?
It's like a new
Hmm.
world culturally. That's cool though, man. I mean, it's exciting. I'm sure it's like scary to a certain extent, but it's
It's
probably
not
really
bad.
exciting too, though.
I mean
So,
I've been here before. I was here on an internship for about 3 weeks. So
oh,
Okay.
okay.
I've kind of like I've driven the area. I went to New Orleans last weekend for a wedding, and
Nice.
just it felt very familiar.
Nice.
Cool. Great. Oh,
Cool,
it's so
man.
fun.
So I feel good. Feel good
Yeah.
about it. Feel it like tedious, like tediously good. That kind of like don't want to feel too good.
Right. I mean, you're starting a new life there, a new beginning, and then you're working your way up.
Yeah.
That's great.
So, what have you guys been doing?
Well,
Chris, go for it, man.
film. Yeah, so I mean a few other things. The last weekend was the first weekend that we did the vessel. We did a lot of I'm part of the producing team, primarily the publicist, and I had two guys on the floor doing BTS coverage. Two
That's a lot.
guys, two guys.
That's a
And
lot of
Yeah, a
BTS.
lot. I don't know how many hours of footage I have, but it came to 200 gigabytes. So much that I
just
don't
behind the
have.
scenes.
Yeah, just behind the scenes.
Yeah.
That doesn't count the red mags. Um, and I don't have enough space on my hard drive, so I'm gonna have to dump that on the director's external hard drives. He bought two 4 terabyte hard drives, so he's got 8 terabytes. He's backing them up on the DIT station right away.
Good.
Um, yeah,
Nice.
right away,
That is a good idea.
and and we've got it was a great shoot, super slow, like I guess any student shoot, but that's no excuse. But this weekend I'm the AD for it because they needed me to step up into that position, and
Crack that whip, man.
yeah, oh my God, I will. If it takes another 5 hour setup to get the first shot off, there's no excuse.
Oh yeah,
Um,
people's heads will
Jeez.
spin.
yeah, it was funny last week. I did second AC one day, and the other day I was more of like a producer overseer role. Um, and that second day, or no, the day that I was the AC, they had this. We shot inside of a mansion, and we did like a time lapse scene where it was a 14 millimeter lens on the full frame A7S just to get this time lapse, and so you could see everything on the second floor of this grand staircase and on the first floor. So massive coverage. And 20 minutes before the shot rolls, because we're still lighting, I say, "Hey, you see," to the DP, "you see the ballast downstairs on the first floor?" He's like, "Oh yeah." And then I come back later to slate. I'm like, "Do you see that ballast right there?" He's
Yeah.
like, "Okay,
Um,
yeah, I see. You should probably move that." It's like it didn't happen, in that
Yeah.
20-minute time frame. But like, no, he's legendary. He's very talented. You know what? It's funny because like not only is it going to look good, that's not even a concern, but like the acting was incredible. It was things that I've never experienced. Like people, there was this one really like intimate moment where people were like in tears on set. It
Damn.
was like it was ridiculous, and they did that thing where you tail slate at the end, but like it's like a whisper tail slate,
Yeah, yeah.
and it was phenomenal. Um,
You don't want to slate before in case you ruin the moment or the
oh,
emotions.
exactly. Yeah, there was this time where the director was I guess not, I guess blocking, but like giving direction to the actors. They
Hmm.
were sitting at a table. It was a father and a son, and and then he's like, guys, just be quiet, and everyone's just silent, and nobody talks for another 40 minutes, as long as it takes us to complete the entire scene, both all the coverage and all that stuff.
Hmm.
Dude.
It was incredible. I've never experienced anything like it. Everyone on that set, and some of those kids that on the set have been on like more legit sets, have never experienced anything like it.
It had to have been
I
a lot of respect. Like that's a
oh
respect
yeah.
thing at that point.
Oh, he's very well respected. I mean,
Yeah.
he that
Dude.
respect has been earned, and like over time. But like, it's absolute respect, trust from the actors. I've never experienced like ever. I would say the direction was like pretty much masterful, like on that
Damn,
set.
dude.
I will say it was incredibly slow.
Yeah.
Like it was ridiculously slow. But
Mm.
I'm in charge tomorrow, so I will change that the better. So, but no, it was an incredible experience. But yeah, moving on. That's exciting. The other big thing that happened was I had to export a movie, an OMF file, which is a sound file for a sound mixer to mix a movie that got into a film festival.
Hmm.
But I learned, because I've never exported an OMF or an AAF before in my life,
Hmm.
Final Cut Pro can't export those types of files. Did you know this, Jordan?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Final Cut
so
Pro.
so yeah, there's ways around it. It's called X to Pro, which converts Final Cut X projects to Premiere Pro projects, but in the process, it can also export OMFs as well.
Hmm.
It's like a $60 software. Um,
Oh, dude.
Not a big deal. Like I don't have it, so I gave it to the DP who has it. He tried
Mhm.
to export an OMF but couldn't. So what he did was he exported an XML and he brought it into DaVinci Resolve, so that way he could export an AAF from DaVinci. So cool workaround. But for whatever reason, like the files didn't link or something. To be honest, I don't really know what happened.
They didn't
Um,
link or they didn't sync.
they didn't link.
Okay.
Um, and so what happened was um, we we're stuck in this boat. I spent the entire day trying to figure out workarounds, and I eventually called up the DP, and well, multiple times. And this last time, I'm
Dude.
like, if the sound mixer, who the school's paying for this sound mixer to sound mix this movie actually because it got into this festival, um, if the sound mixer had the hard drive and the AAF that you exported, will it work? And he said it should. So what's going to happen tomorrow is it's an 8 a.m. call time for Vessel, but the key grip, who's the director of Two Dead Men, this short film that I've been exporting, he has to actually go into New York City tomorrow, drop off this hard drive, and come back to set.
Mm.
So it's like, so he's going to miss some set time,
Is there a lot
which,
of grip work?
oh yeah, there's going to be a lot.
Yeah.
And we're going to need him, but like, in order to get this movie into the festival, it needs to be there tomorrow.
And you guys
So,
all have each other's backs. It seems like
right,
it's more like
exactly.
like a
So
network
Yeah,
effect
yeah.
somebody
than
else will
anything other.
step up and take his place.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal. He'll be back before 12:30. The night stuff, the second half of the day is going to be the intense stuff going on. The first part is going to be probably a little bit slower and getting you into the flow of things. But the night's when we need them. But yeah, so that's what's going to happen, and that's what I've been doing. I
Dope.
don't know. That's my life. I hate Final Cut Pro. Don't edit big pro. It's the You know what? I think it's the most superior editing software. Like the idea, the concept of it, I love everything about it. But it needs another 5 years, and something needs to take its place in order to.
Or they could have just
Yeah.
stuck with Final Cut 7.
Yeah, but
Whatever. So,
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Premiere. Premiere.
dope, dope, dope.
That's where we're
Sweet.
at.
So yeah.
Well, Troy, what have you been up to, man?
Film wise, I've been writing more. I
Nice.
I'm trying, I'm getting ever closer to having a in my eyes, a perfect or hopefully near perfect script for Black Box. And it's something I every night, every waking moment, I'm not editing photos or something like that. I'm pretty much thinking about it. So yeah, I've
That's
been,
awesome.
yeah, I mean, I've been kind of like last night. I've had this weird thing where like the last couple nights, I will try and go to bed at like 10:30 at night, but I'm not able to get to bed until like 12:30, 12:45. So there's just 2 hours of me just like laying there and nothing happening. Um, and it's like it's something that I can't really control. So it's like, all right, I'm gonna use this time to just think. Like I'll just literally just think through stuff. So I was just kind of laying there and thinking through my story, thinking about how I could improve the ending for myself personally. Not that other people have said anything about my ending, but I just feel like there's still. I mean, everything can always be improved, especially with film and
Agreed.
stuff. And if I'm not to that point, why not improve it? So I think I came up with a even doper ending that I'm really happy with. So
Great.
on the writing front, I've been doing that. I've been kind of conceptualizing and other ideas. I had an idea that I want to work on eventually about um, this child and his mom that are kind of like whisked away to like kind of like a safe house type thing, and you're under the impression that there's like some sort of alien invasion, but basically what's happening is the child is in fact like what the government's after. He's kind of like this
Hmm.
alien type thing that he's unaware of. So it's kind of a situation where have you
Hmm.
seen Room?
Not yet.
So
Uh-uh.
In Room, essentially, the movie is like Brie Larson kind of protects the child, like almost like
Right.
creating this world of illusion where it's like things aren't really as bad as they look. You know, it's like you see the movie through his eyes, or it's like through this world of innocence. So I was thinking it'd be cool if like you see the world of like this alien invasion type thing through this kid's eyes. You know, where it's like yeah, the government kind of like whisked us away. We're at the safe house now, and there's an aliens coming. Like that's crazy, like so bizarre. And then it just kind of takes dark turns as everyone's like, "Where is this kid? Like, where is he?" And it turns out like you find out he's the what everyone's actually after. So I was just
Very
kind of conceptualizing stuff like that. Other projects. I've kind of been in communication with people that I want for the short script or for my short film Black Box. I have PD all lined up. She
When's
loves the
that
story.
slated for? When are you
It's
thinking?
still my hope is still July.
Great.
Um,
So that's soon,
yeah, it's
dude.
scary
In
soon
in, in
actually.
May, let's talk publicity stuff. Let's.
Yeah, no, I mean, and
Are
I
you looking
well,
for crowdfund or?
well, okay. So right now, as you guys know, I'm waiting to find out what's going on with the University of Washington job.
Gotcha.
I'm still waiting on that. Who knows what's going to
Hmm.
happen? I haven't really talked to them in a while, but you know how job things go. So I'm waiting for that. If that doesn't pan out, I'll probably be, you know, looking for other type stuff. I mean, I'm fine with the work I'm doing right now, but it's always good to have something a little more stable, especially for since I do photography and stuff. Why not use that?
True.
So yeah, and then once I have that, I'll have more of an understanding of what I can put forward financially for it. I know my budget's going to be around probably 5-6 thousand, somewhere around then. But yeah, just kind of preparing for that. I'm trying to like, I want it to be in July. I think that would be the optimal time frame. Um, but things are still up in the air. So yeah, other than that, a lot. I mean,
Just kind of
mostly,
grinding. Sound
yeah,
like
mostly
just kind of
photography
like.
with me. Just yeah, mostly photography lately. I've been doing the whole VR stuff, which has been kind of dope actually. Like I love using
Hmm.
that camera. I still have loved it, and it's the latest video that I put up on YouTube. The Downtown Disney VR is probably like my fourth or fifth most popular video, and I put it up a week ago. So trying to figure out stuff with VR, I don't know, man. Just a
Do you
lot of
get do you get in any trouble with your camera down there
not
doing
at all.
VR?
Actually, it was like I'd be walking around, and I mean, you can see everyone's reaction and stuff in my video. Everyone was typically like cool, like people would be smiling at me or like smiling or something like that, you know.
Nice.
And like yeah, everyone was kind of friendly. And then you know, if I'd put the camera away, people were like, "Is that a camera?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's a 360 camera. You can like see all around. It's really cool. And like, oh, that's so cool. That's crazy. And I'm like, yeah, it's crazy. It's cool. So,
Sweet.
but yeah, so just kind of figuring out YouTube stuff too. I have some videos, on the docket that I want to
That's
conquer
awesome.
in the near future. So,
I have a VR question. So can you do? So I know you could do 360 video on Facebook. Can you do 360 video live on Facebook?
Mm,
I've
Oh, you know
actually
what? No, you probably can't. That's probably on the brink though.
that's something that I kind of thought about. I
maybe.
don't know if you could do it on Facebook, but I was thinking about maybe in like Periscope or something like that.
Hmm.
Or
This is
maybe, I don't know,
Goodness
YouTube.
sakes.
I don't know. I mean, the thing is I would have to have another unit with me, and I'd have to like I don't know. I think like there'd be more peripherals that I'd need with me in addition to the camera, because I would need to, because I can't, what I have on the camera can't
Mhm.
go directly to the internet, like I
hmm
have to have
Right.
it
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I didn't think of.
hooked up to something, you know.
Yeah, it's like
Um, but maybe in the near future.
You know what's funny is you say, what I have in the camera can't go directly to the internet. 5 years from now, that's probably gonna like we're laughing at that right now, but
Yeah.
5 years from now, that's
yeah.
probably gonna be what's gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
Like,
No, I'm
Totally.
I'm like I am so on board with like VR stuff, dude. It's crazy. Like it's for me at this point, it's like I feel like I'm a part of this like new frontier thing that people are still like totally unaware of.
right,
But like they're starting to discover. And anyone I show any of my videos, which aren't even that good, like quality wise and stuff, like I mean you've seen the videos, like they're
right.
fine. They're not super high quality because of
Have
just
they gotten better
the
though?
zoom factor and stuff like that. But everyone that watches it still like, this is so dope. This is crazy.
Mhm.
So
Has the quality gotten better? Have you figured out how to do it better?
I have figured out that I like the quality. So here's the thing,
hmm
when I edit the video and I put it into, there's like an application, I'm trying to pull it up. It's just like called the Rico Theta. Yeah, Rico Theta. It's just like the application that came with the camera. When I put it into that on my computer, it looks pretty good. However, the aspect ratio is like 4:3 because you got to think of like a box and it's like optimizing the circle instead of a box. So
Gotcha.
like it's like when it's on that, it's 4:3.
hmm
However, when you upload it online, obviously everything is 16:9. So kind of like the aspect ratio gets messed up and it seems like the edges are kind of stretched a little bit. So your field of view is different. And I think due to that, they don't have like a great algorithms on like Facebook and YouTube for uploading a 4:3 spherical video yet. So I don't know if that's gonna, if someone needs to create 360 video, that's, I just got an idea. But rather than doing spherical lens, you could do anamorphic 360, whatever. Um, I don't know
Yep.
if anyone has tried that.
What
Um,
about the new Samsung camera? What do you think of
That's
that?
see, that's the thing. Like, I want to try it, but what I was gonna say before I get to that is
Okay.
Facebook is much better for VR 360 video, and I just noticed that the other day
Yes.
because I was having issues uploading my video for some weird reason, and I think it was because my video bitrate, like I did two passes instead of one, so the bitrate was off. But for some reason, Facebook took no matter what I put up there, YouTube wouldn't.
Hmm.
And also on Facebook, I could change the field of view so that like I could actually change like how far you were seeing and stuff, and the video quality was better. So I'm just like Facebook is where I want people to view the 360 videos that I'm putting up right now. I just have I'm trying to build my YouTube audience on YouTube. I'm trying to build that
Right.
into something. So it's like I want that to be high quality as well. So I
Right.
mean, I eventually got the upload there and it was like fine, but it's just Facebook is better. Now with the Samsung video that you're talking about, I think Casey Neistat has the
hmm
camera that you're talking about, right?
I
I
think so.
think
Yeah.
it's good, but I don't think it's like worthy of like if you have, for me example, the Ricoh Theta S, it's not worth it for me to jump to that right now.
Gotcha.
Now in a year or like 6 months, there's going to be more of these cameras that come out. It might be worth considering then because it'll be
Hmm.
higher resolution, all that
That's
stuff.
true.
Trying to think.
Um,
I just had a question. Oh, I had like an idea. So I see on your public Facebook
mhm.
photographer page that you were able to get 224 views on the Facebook video alone, and in addition, you got close to 400 on YouTube, which is great. Um, I'm wondering like if you could like implement both because let's say but before the show, we were talking about you going to Disneyland and making this video. If you could make, you riding a roller coaster, walking through like the Epcot circle or something like that, cool
Disneyland. I get what you're saying. Totally. Yeah.
Things like that. And you cut like a minute montage of it for Facebook, and you just do promotions and like watch some Gary Vaynerchuk videos on Facebook, analytics and whatnot.
Yeah.
You promote it 1 minute long, and at the end say to watch more. Here's a YouTube link.
Right.
And then
see, for me, like I understand that that's totally a great marketing thing.
Yeah.
But for me, there's a certain level of dishonesty and not being genuine in that. It's
well,
like I know totally. It would work great, but it's like for me, I just want people to be like, here's the video, like check it out. I don't want people to be like, oh fuck, I have to click somewhere else, I have to go somewhere else to watch the rest of it. Like, it's just like this is a marketing scheme type thing,
I don't know.
I don't think so because Casey Neistat does it.
I've done that on my Facebook videos. It'll do watch more and then go to YouTube, and you click on the little. It's like it's not in your face really. You don't have to click.
Yeah, and it's a choice. And if that minute-long content is enough, and for most people it will be, at the very least they'll probably click on your page or something. We did a promotional post like on one of the vessels. We paid $20 and it reached 5,000 people. It was a really shitty post.
On Facebook?
Yeah, on Facebook. It was $20. I wasn't responsible for it. I would have chosen another post, but one day the director called me and he was just like, I did this. And it reached 5,000 people, but it wasn't like a post that would have gained attention. Yeah. That 360 video of you riding on a roller coaster, 100% will. And 5,000 people might see it, but 300 will click your page, and 100 of them will like your page. So
I mean that's what my thought is with that is what I would probably do. I mean I got to figure out exactly. I totally hear what you guys are saying. What I would probably do is upload like 3 or 4, like say I have 10 of these 360 video type things. I'd maybe upload like 3 or 4 of them onto Facebook and be like, hey, like I also have way more on my YouTube channel. Check it out over there.
Cool. Yeah.
Like so that way it's kind of like the best of both worlds. It's like, oh, they get to see these, but also like if they're interested enough, they'll check out all my other ones, which could be even more interesting.
Definitely.
Because through YouTube finding videos, you have to search them, but with Facebook and Instagram, it's sort of they can be tailored to you, or they can sort of like fall into your news feed somehow, whether it's through promotion, paid, or just like you happen to like a certain page or not.
Right. Yeah, I kind of want to look into like Facebook advertising because, interestingly enough, on my Facebook page, like the one that's individually for myself, I think I have like 170 or something like that followers, which is like cool. But I've like never really promoted it or anything. It's just like some people on my other Facebook page is like, yo, I got this page now, check it out. Although my girlfriend's mom is like the most amazing person ever, sweetheart. She ran like an ad thing for my page on her like business page type thing for I think like a couple days. And I think it got me like 50 followers. But the thing is it was tailored, I think, towards her market, which are people. Like she owns a consignment store, so it's like it was tailored for that. So I can't even imagine if I did Facebook ads, maybe for like photography and stuff like that. If that could possibly
the B&H ads that I get, oh my god! Like every day it's B&H, B&H, B&H. Here's the summer deals, blah blah blah.
It's really effective if you want to do, target women ages 21 to 28 who like dresses, who like bridesmaids, who like wedding photography on Facebook, who like wedding cake on Facebook, that live in Los Angeles or greater Los Angeles. Like you can do that. You can pinpoint that market and then sell your work through that. That's like it's really effective. It can be if you do it right.
Yeah, I think that's I guess we could kind of like talk more about like YouTube and stuff, like because it's kind of bringing us to there anyways. But like for my YouTube channel and stuff, I guess it's always like I'm still trying to figure it out. Like I know we've kind of talked about in the past where you want to get to a point where you literally could just like flip on a switch and everything is good to go. You record your video, upload all that stuff, right? I'm trying to I feel like I've gotten that down to a certain extent. Like I know I know the kind of videos that I make now. Like I've figured out length to a certain extent. Like obviously that's always gonna continue to improve. But
Mhm.
like I figured out like I don't want to make videos that are any longer than like 3 to 5 minutes, and that was something for a while that I just wanted to talk and talk and talk. Um, so it's like
Okay.
figuring out certain things like that are one thing, and then figuring out like the marketing and getting that outreach out there is like something else. And I feel like at this point I haven't wanted to devote time to that yet, or I haven't wanted to like, because I have so many things up in the air at this point for me. Like
Yeah.
that feels like it's gonna take a lot of time and devotion. I feel like Jordan, you've done like such an incredible job with that lately. Like your YouTube channel has just been booming in the last like month and a half.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's snowball effect, but yeah, you have to share your video outside of YouTube
Yeah.
to an extent, or like you can work within the YouTube universe, but you have to share it outside, or just through Instagram, like just get somehow people just like always circling back to YouTube.
Yeah.
So
Just
that's
like
Mhm.
linking back and stuff. But yeah, I don't know, like the whole marketing side of YouTube, I'm like I like granted with that said, I have noticed like I mean my channel, if I look at my analytics, like it's any day I look at it lately, it's always positive. Like from a month
what.
ago, my subscribers are up, like everything is always is up, but it's like I'm like which is fine. Like I'm at 103 subscribers now, which is like that's dope. Like I'm so happy with that.
No, hell
It's
yeah.
like it's still, it's like it's a long journey.
Have you gotten that
Mhm.
have you gotten that studio app I told you to get?
No.
That YouTube studio?
I
That I
okay.
I've loved this app. I'll
Okay.
pop it up here
Tell
because
me about
not the YouTube app. It's for your channel. So
Okay.
you go
it. Hmm.
I'm gonna
so
download it
so it'll
right
give you
now just
like
so I do it.
yeah, should it's called Studio. It looks like
Okay.
try to focus that
Got
one
it.
right there. Hard to
Studio. So
see
it
it.
just looks like a gearbox essentially. Okay.
hmm
Studio.
But I mean, the front page will tell you analytics last 28 days, videos, you're able to see all your comments as they come through, which has been lacking in the YouTube app. I used to use the YouTube app to try to answer
Right.
comments, try to
Yeah.
look at my stats, but all you can do is look at views and subscribers and comments, whereas this will let you can look at reach, revenue in the last 28 days, or in the last 48 hours, which videos have had the most views and how many views.
Hmm. Wow.
Um,
So it
it'll
like takes the
like
analytics on YouTube and just totally breaks them down for you.
yeah, in mobile form, it's a lot. I mean, it's a lot easier than
I'm
going
getting
to
it
the
right now.
nice.
Um.
It's a lot less complicated looking than the analytics page on the website because I see all those line graphs and like the growth charts and everything, and I understand them, but I would like them to be simpler, and the app does that.
Right. So
So
I have some questions for you guys. I mean, obviously our topic today is YouTube. I want to know like with you guys, what does being a YouTuber like mean? Like, what has it meant to you guys? Like, what have you wanted to get out of it? And then conversely, like, what have you gotten out of it? Because like, I mean, I have what I have to say about that and stuff, but I'm very curious, like, for you guys, what has it been? What it's been cracked up to be, and are you continuing?
yeah, Chris, you want to go first?
Like meaning as a producer or
Like,
viewer or what?
no, like, yeah, as a producer, when you started with YouTube, like, what did you want to get out of it, and did you
Hmm.
ever get it out of it? And like, are you gonna are you looking for the same stuff now, or has it evolved?
Oh man, I'm trying to think. I'm like, I'm trying to go back to my mindset back in the day and what I was thinking. I think I wanted a way to like, I guess it was an avenue for like positive like attention and productivity. You
Hmm.
know, this avenue where I could just like produce content, and at the time it was video game related, and that was what I was into.
Yeah.
Um,
Like,
and I could be
like
a member of that community. And I feel like it was more like, hey, I wanted to be in the group of, let's say, people that I watched at that time. Um, I wanted to get up to that tier, And there were times where I've met some YouTubers that I watched. I've talked to them over Skype. So I never got to the tier of like peers to them because they were much bigger than I was. But there was multiple instances where the people that I watched and looked up to, I've had communications with, and this is through multiple people, like some at 1 million subscribers and some at like 50,000, some at 100,000.
Yeah.
And so
Nice.
at certain stages, I've interacted with them, and I just wanted to like accomplish something because like I felt like the fact that okay, I like making movies, but what have I accomplished like in my life? I was between I think 14 and like 17 years old. This is what I was like, I'm too young to like be an award-winning filmmaker or something like that. I want to feel like a sense of accomplishment. And when I would make a video that would get like 10,000 views or something like that, that was like huge.
It was like gratification, right?
Yeah, like making. I would spend 20 hours making an Xbox, not 360, what's the new one? Xbox One versus PS4 analysis and break it down and from specs and whatever. And I would say, okay, if you're this gamer, you would get this, and if you're this gamer, you would get that. And the next day it would get 5,000 views in that one day, and it was a huge deal for me. And there were days where like I just saw constant growth, and that constant growth kept me moving on. And I think, and then once it never plateaued. It kind of like it went really up and up, and then I stopped right as I was going up. So I'm not sure, like if I kept uploading every day, I'm not sure what would have happened, but I just stopped as it was going exponentially up.
Why did you end up stopping? Was it that you figured out you didn't want to do that anymore? Like you wanted to focus on film, or?
It was interesting because it was my senior year. It was the fall of my senior year. I remember I started an internship at a TV station, and I was more focused on like school-related TV and film production. I wouldn't say that was like an excuse, but like I slowed down on my everyday production a little bit. And I remember buying the PlayStation 4 saying, I'm bought this for YouTube. Like, because I know like I wasn't that into gaming, but this new system has, talking about it for the last 6 months has given me a tremendous amount of boost and success. So this next 6 months to a year will give me that tremendous boost of success. And I just wasn't passionate about it because like there were no games like the Call of Duty that year didn't come out for it or something like that, and like that was the big game at the time, and it was just like no games to play. I wasn't really interested, and ever since it just like I just stopped playing video games pretty much altogether.
You lost your zest for it. You lost the which is like that's totally understandable that you.
Yeah. So I don't know.
So would you say you got out of it what you wanted?
Oh, totally. Yeah, I'm sitting at 20 away from like 1,500 subscribers. I feel like and 500,000 or something, 600,000 total views. Like I feel that's a minor league accomplishment. Like it's nothing big, but like wow, that's really cool. That me in high school was able to, that 1,500 people thought I was cool enough to at least hit that subscribe button and like me enough for one video that I made. It was accomplishing.
Dope.
Sweet, dude. That's awesome. That's like
good answer. It's like for you, it was for you, it seemed like it was a sense of like validation and being a part of like community to a certain extent.
Definitely, validation is a great word that I didn't include. Yeah, validation that like, hey, I have a skill. Like it's not that I like making movies; it's that I have a skill at entertainment.
Yeah. It's like validated your creativity. Like, hey, I'm being creative, and then you had a community were like, yeah, we like you being creative, like keep doing that, and then you just kept going.
Right. I would always get those comments, like, oh, I can't believe you're this small. You should be so much bigger. Yeah. That always feels good.
Jordan, what about you?
Well, Valley Films YouTube is, I'd say, had a few reasons to start. I mean, I'm coming from like, you can understand, coming from a business side, but also a creative outlet.
Right.
Vimeo was for professional videos, demo reel stuff, and YouTube was going to be for the casual content, the low-key content, because I knew that customers or clients weren't going to be checking out YouTube very much.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I've loved helping people. Like in college, help desk guy. So I would feel really good helping people and like, oh dude, that's how you do it. That's so easy. So I kind of took that like tutorial style and applied it to filmmaking, and I had grown up watching all the YouTube tutorial videos, Indie Mogul, there were a few other ones,
Mhm.
um, like Film Riot Today, and so I wanted to do that and just kind of start like kind of saying that like, yeah, I can do that. That's easy. I can
Yeah.
give a tutorial. I can show some behind the scenes. I can show. I think I have an opinion on the filmmaking world, and I'm gonna project it
Totally.
these videos. And
One of the interesting things about your channel is like there was that 6 months period between when you started June, July.
I think so. What go on? What do you mean?
And so you started in like June or July, and then like you 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 had a consistent like not so you didn't have that huge like thing until very recently. So you
Yes.
kept at it for months and months and months, which I think is the most difficult thing to do. And you were uploading every single day at a certain
Mhm.
point.
Mhm.
Um,
Yes.
so now you hit success about I would say a month ago. I
Yeah.
li-
Mm,
like I would say it's a month ago when you started to gain traction. Let's call it that. When
yeah.
okay that
Fair
that
enough.
first that first wait there's a little up. It's not just like it's like a little
Yeah.
up.
About probably like 6 weeks ago, I had this big spike from like I think like 40 in 1 week or something, like 50
For
subscribers
subscribers.
in one in
Wow,
one
Damn.
that's
in one
great.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
So
was like
okay.
what?
So you had that, and now you're at this point where you're at five. I just checked your YouTube channel. You're at 541 subscribers,
Damn.
and that's more. That's like 25 more than the last time I checked your channel a couple days ago,
Yeah.
and that's a lot. So you're at this point where I will say you moved, and you're probably not going to make another video because you're a little bit busy right now, but you have to make another video like really soon.
I
Just
know.
keep
I'm feeling the pressure.
okay. Make a video. Make it. I know it's new, and just for the next 4 weeks, even if it's just one video a week, just keep making that video. And then
Mhm.
once you hit 4 weeks from now, you could make a video every single day. Once you're comfortable with your job and your new life, then it'll be fine. Just make one video a week at least.
Yeah, I gotta make like a post-moving video, like
Right.
Yeah.
new
Good.
house, new everything, what's up. But yes, I've been like because I think my last video was like 6 days or something.
Yeah. It was six
I made
days.
the mistake. I made the mistake of like scheduling those videos last week a little too close together. I should have like
Mm.
spread it out.
Well, I
But
mean, you're. That's the thing is like it's really exciting to watch you and your channel right now because it's like I mean we've been with you for a couple months now, right? Like
Mhm.
yeah, January.
yeah, we. Damn, holy shit. Yeah.
You're at
So like
120 subscribers.
yeah, we were there when you were like
Troy's size.
yeah, you're my size. So like it's just really cool to see like it's starting to happen. Like it's really starting to happen for you, and it's it's I think it's to a point now where it's like you just got to keep feeding it a little bit, like feeding it a little bit at a time. It's just gonna like perpetually keep going. So I think it's like that's really exciting.
Right.
I think so. I think I don't want to say I'm past the point where I have to do videos every day, but I think I got an average like 2 a week at least.
Right.
Right.
I
So
would say you rewind 1 week before, like, since you haven't uploaded a video this week. If I were to rewind 1 week, I would say you're like by the time summer hits, by June 1st, you would be at 1,000 subscribers.
Right.
You will be
I
if
think
you.
just it's
Uh-huh.
just like I don't want to say it's mathematical, but it's so much just how YouTube works now, where it's like once you just get this kind of snow. I mean, Troy, you've seen it now. You like what were you last week? You were probably at like in the
No, yeah,
80s,
yeah. I
80s,
mean, I've like consistently, I've like in the last, I think in the last
like
20
probably
days, I've gone up like 20, 22 subscribers, which for me that like it feels huge.
so
Like it
probably like
Oh
feels,
yeah.
probably like 1 to 2 a day.
Yeah,
20%
some
growth rate.
consistently.
exactly. Which is like in the beginning, like that shit didn't happen. It'd be like I get one in like every 2 weeks or something like that. If I got
Hmm.
one subscriber, it'd be like, oh my god, yeah. And
Yeah.
I'm still like that. If I get a subscriber, I'm like, I'm checking every day to be like,
Hmm.
like I'm waiting because I think on my channel right now it says 101. I'm waiting for it to update so that it says 103 because I can see 103, but
Yeah,
YouTube
yeah.
can't see. So it's like I'm still just like every subscriber. I feel like so grateful for. It's just like holy shit.
Hmm. Now we've been talking subscribers, and I don't want the audience out there to seem like we're just focused on the subscribers. Like, how many do we have now?
Right,
How
that's
many?
true.
Like,
Yeah.
I think it's like, what about? Have you seen more audience engagement? Have you seen more of a community build around? Because I've
I
started to
have.
see more and more. Um, like I have mine like regulars, call them. Just like people that are always watching the videos, always asking questions in the comments, and
Yeah.
I think those
Those are
are
great, aren't they?
yeah, because they're like they start to be kind of your champion a little bit. They're gonna share your videos. Um, you'll like them on Twitter, retweet them on Twitter. And, I think
They're your
that
apostles.
the disciples bow
Yeah.
down.
And the thing
Um,
is, once you grow, you're gonna remember those names. You're gonna recognize those names in the comments. Where
mhm,
like hypothetically, let's say you're at 10,000 subscribers, you don't recognize every new face, but you're gonna
mhm,
recognize the core four or
Right.
whatever.
I think it's like
totally.
the idea of like subscribers versus engagement and stuff. It's like for me, and I'm sure everyone feels this way to a certain extent. Like when you're gaining numbers, it's validating. It feels very validating because you're just like,
Mhm,
my God, people like this. So like they like it and stuff. And then when people actually talk and stuff, you're like, they really like it, and
yeah.
it's so exciting. Like you feel like it's like it's what you want. You want like you have a voice. You have something to say. You feel like you want to make people aware of something, and if they're
Mhm.
listening, like they're listening by subscribing, but if they're engaging, it's like they want in on the conversation as well, and that's like even more about like that's just like it's so cool.
Absolutely. And good practice for everyone out there. Answer every comment. Like respond to
Oh
every
yeah.
single comment, tweet, like everything. Like
Yeah.
don't leave anybody unanswered.
Want to want to
Go
hear
for it.
something crazy? This is a quick side note. There was a guy that I was kind of connected to on YouTube from back in the gaming days. I would say 4 years ago.
Mhm.
Um, and we were like kind of like peers. I never got close to him, like I would say to you guys, but we talked a lot, on occasion. We met each other once at a gaming convention even. Um, I tweeted out last night that we are gonna watch.
Nerd.
What a dweeb.
I tweeted out last night that we were gonna watch the new Star Wars movie inside the business building on a big screen. Anyone who on campus who wants to see it can stop by. And we didn't end up watching. We got distracted. But he tweeted me. He like we haven't really talked in years. He tweeted me the spoiler of Star Wars, the new movie.
No.
I mean, I've seen the movie already, but like he tweeted me just dot 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 dot. Like he just tweets that to me, and I'm like, "Are you kidding me?"
Like why would you do that?
I blocked him. Like I just blocked him right
Yeah.
there. Um,
Trolling.
yeah, like it's not even.
Damn.
It was a complete jerk move. So yeah, he's out.
God, dude, why are people like that, man?
I
That's so
don't
Darn.
lame.
understand. But you want to hear something crazy? I don't know if I told you this story where I was on the way to see Star Wars, the premiere of Star Wars Episode 7 in the car. Me and my friend are blasting the Imperial March. I'm scrolling through Facebook. I see the spoiler on Facebook, the
Oh.
same line. But like I'm like, yeah, right.
Yeah.
I scroll through, and when it happens, I'm like, I couldn't enjoy the rest of the movie. I
Yeah.
was
Uh,
mortified. So
My
yeah.
buddy, my roommate, one of my best friends, he was at a gas station and literally, I kid you not, he was at a gas station on the way to see the movie, and the guy's like, "Hey man, like, what are you doing tonight?" He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to see, The Force Awakens." He's like, "Oh, I can't believe that he said the spoiler. My friend was just like,
What?
what? Like, why would? And he just like walked away. He's like, what the fuck? Like, how is that okay? Like that people
That's
just like
not
their
okay.
social. Sometimes they're like their social constructs are just very bizarre. But
Right. Oh man.
yeah,
That's crazy.
Damn.
yeah. So
That's our Star Wars experience.
yep. Well, I think. Do you guys want to say anything more about YouTube? I mean,
I
I think
covered all the ground.
I think pretty much Jordan. I feel the same way that you feel. Like I
I mean,
feel
we're
like
like scratch the surface. Like, there's so much more. I mean, Chris, you know a lot of the mechanics of it. Like,
Yeah. It's
you're
changed. You know what, dude? It's
like,
changed so much. I can't tell you the new algorithms.
yeah.
Back in the day, all somebody needed to do was like your video, and you would get 2,000 subscribers. Like, boom.
Hmm.
That
Yeah.
would never happen today.
yeah.
It's totally different. It's weird because like the tagging is a lot different, but I'm still getting success from it. Like I'm looking at my videos, and some of them, like my one video, moving into Montclair State University, a day in a life, which is the worst video I've ever made in my entire life. When I type in Montclair, it's one of the first videos. It's the second video to pop up when I type in Montclair State University on YouTube. And the
Oh
cool
wow.
thing is, before a couple of weeks ago, I didn't have like an image, what do you call it, thumbnail on it.
Yeah.
I went on Photoshop and made like a cool little thumbnail, and since then it's gotten like 400 views
Oh wow.
because of that thumbnail.
Just the
Right.
thumbnail.
That's something
Yeah.
I learned. Like that's something I've been paying attention to is thumbnails lately. Like I feel like my
Hmm.
best thumbnail to a certain extent is the one I just made for that Disney downtown Disney one,
Yeah,
and
that was really good.
like and it's like that. I mean, I feel like to a certain extent that has probably gotten me some of the views. Like just because it's like, oh, cool. Like this looks like somewhat professional. It's got the Disney text. So
Mm.
I feel like yeah, it's like learning little things like that. Like I know something I need to do, which I figured out today, which probably took me way too long, is I need to read the YouTube creator manual thing. People always say like read that from like front to back, just like don't skip anything, and you'll learn a thing or two about it. So
Whoa. Is that on YouTube?
I'll have to link it to you. I think
Okay.
I had it in my history, but yeah, I'll link it to you.
The creator manual.
Creator
YouTube.
manual, yeah, just kind of like read through that and it'll. I think really the key is like, oh, this is what I wanted to talk about. First of all, let me just say the key is yes to produce good content and continue to do it. The thing I wanted to say is there's always outliers though. Regardless of everything that we say, there are things that happen that just make you scratch your head. For example, there is this girl on YouTube. I don't even want to give her more publicity, but whatever, I'll say her name. It's ASMR Darling. And she created her YouTube channel 4 weeks ago. I kid you not. And I think she has maybe like 9, 10 videos. Girl has 15,000 subscribers already.
Damn.
And it's like, I think a
What's your
lot of it
YouTube
has to do
video?
with, I think it's
What's your YouTube channel?
ASMR Darling. There's two things about it. She's very cute. She's like a cute little like girl that does stuff. But ASMR is like this huge community. And it's this huge community where people are like enjoy it. I'm a fan of ASMR stuff, but I think if you like search ASMR, her videos are just like fourth or fifth down. So it's like you
What's
Wait,
type
what?
ASMR?
Yeah, what is
ASMR.
ASMR?
ASMR is like I can't even begin to explain it, but it's like it's sensory. It's like sensory, being aware of like certain senses and stuff that give you like good feelings and stuff. It's like it's more for like relaxation and
Gotcha.
going to
Just,
sleep and
just,
stuff. It's like meditation to a certain extent. It's
just
I think it's cool.
description. Just an internet brain masseuse.
Yeah, it's like, but the girl literally has like,
15,000 subscribers,
I can't believe it. The other day,
450,000 views.
I was just like, what the F? Like, but then, and then on the other side of the coin,
I mean, she's also hot too. So like,
that's the thing.
dudes will just click on that like, ooh, hot.
I'm looking at the
thing
comments
that's so
on this
frustrating. It's like you just have to be an attractive girl with something like ASMR is a huge catchphrase. An attractive girl with ASMR on the internet equals success. I feel like, and that's like frustrating. You
Is
know?
her videos relevant to the ASMR? I've never heard that term before. Like,
I mean, they are. I mean, you type ASMR, which is actually a fairly big community on YouTube. and it's certainly growing. And it's like
Your
her videos are,
relaxation. So
yeah, her
what's
videos are
relaxation? Like
just
like
try it.
so
Just try
what
it. You
you
might like it. You might find it weird. I don't know.
you
You
listen?
have to like lose yourself to the
What do
to
you
the
watch somebody like do their
illusion.
hair and makeup or something for 30 minutes? Is that it?
It's for like going to sleep. It's like you hear someone. It's like someone's like comforting you. So it's like it works for some people, doesn't work for others.
Like audio sensory. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like
What is
it's
ASMR?
yeah. But anyways, so it's just like
Autonomous sensory
This is so
meridian
creepy.
response,
see like
and
you find
is
it
a
creepy.
euphoric
Like
experience characterized by a static-like or tingling sensation on the skin that typically begins on the scalp, moves down the back of the neck and upper spine, precipitating relaxation.
yes, and people like there's artists and stuff on there. Like she's one of those artists that does that. Like so people listen and they get that feeling and sensation, so they really like her. So
Oh,
it's almost like
wait. It's like a guided meditation where it's like, okay, now
yes,
you're feeling sensations in your toes, now
yeah,
your feet, now your ankles,
yeah,
now
yeah,
your
yeah, 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 yeah.
heel. I
Exactly.
got you.
So like that's the thing. Like she's that, and she's attractive. Girl's got 15,000
This is
views on like
really
30 followers.
freaking me out right now. Oh my god. This is weird. Like she's dressed up as Rey from Star Wars and just whispering into the camera in like such a low. Oh, she just brought out a lightsaber.
She looks like Ray.
Yeah, she does.
Oh, does she have like a new video? I watched like a couple of her videos because I was just like, what is she doing that's getting her this many freaking subscribers? And I was like, oh wait, she's attractive. But
Makeup and that.
yeah,
You need a
She
new
went into a
career
very
path.
she's
huh?
You need a new
tapped
career
into a
path.
weird genre.
Seriously, man, I just have to put like ASMR wizard and just start whispering into the camera about film equipment.
ASMR tapping random objects and discussing AMR Snapchats. What
Gosh,
the
like,
fuck?
can you imagine? Like, psychology professors would be so rich if they just started reading their textbooks. Like,
Yeah, oh yeah,
ASMR boring college textbooks. We should
yeah.
start that.
Oh man, yeah, but
I'm
Shit.
gonna start that series. I'm like sometimes our library like gets rid of like, oh look, no way, that's a video. That's a video.
She's whispering.
Oh my god, that is
dude.
ridiculous.
Like here's the
Look at
thing. Like I'm
this.
saying all
Look
this.
at
Like
this.
I'm one of those people. Like I do enjoy ASMR stuff. Like
She's not wearing a bra.
oh
Look at that. She got the nipples out. She's scratch. She's just tapping.
she knows what
Just a
she's doing.
microphone aimed at the table.
Yeah, she knows exactly what she's doing.
Oh
But it's just
my
like
god.
it's
Troy,
just
how did you find this? What are you doing? What are you doing, Troy?
what do you? I'm
You
just
like
saying.
How'd you
I like
find it?
ASMR stuff?
ASMR stuff, dude. It's like
I'm kidding.
it
I'm kidding.
frustrates me though. It frustrates me because like I mean, I don't expect
Well,
to be a high.
see that's the. I think that's another part about YouTube is no matter what formula you think you figured out, no matter like you got the tags right, you got the title, you got the thumbnail, you've got a video, and you're doing it completely, and it's like good lighting, good sound, and you get shit sometimes. Like
Yeah.
there are just freak accidents out there where some like a video will just blow up for
Like
no
this
reason. You have no idea why. There's like tapped into something that was just, sometimes just get lucky.
On
So,
that note,
but
that is episode 12.
Yeah.
Oh man.
so
this is
no matter what you
weird.
do for
No.
YouTube,
This is
There's
episode
so no
only
11.
matter.
for females in YouTube. Jeez.
Yeah, seriously, just be a
Oh, you know
attractive
something that's
girl.
crazy? Oh, all of my old friends from high school, all the girls that are crazy into makeup or blogging and whatever, they all have YouTube channels now.
Doing
And I'm
And
like,
tutorials.
are you fucking
they're
serious?
they're probably pretty successful, right?
I haven't checked, but like they would post something on Facebook and I would click on it and it's got 3,000 views. Oh, great. Like, because all their Facebook friends or whatever clicked on it, Instagram followers. But yeah, it's crazy. The makeup doesn't even look that good. It's like, uh,
I'd say the worst YouTube advice, just to close, the worst YouTube advice I've gotten, or like you watch those like top 10 YouTube hacks, is to do something popular or like do something culturally relevant, which
Oh,
I just like. I think the latest one, I don't know. I don't want to say ice bucket
Boyfriend
challenge was
tag. Boyfriend tag.
maybe, but just something like, oh, that's popular. I'll make a video, and that'll hack the system, and that'll get me YouTube subscribers, followers, just because people are like, what is this Justin Bieber thing? And then it's like, then your video pops up.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's like, I don't know if that's like
That's just not being
that.
genuine. It's not being honest.
It just doesn't jive with me.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's good if you want to make a quick
Right.
dollar, like gain some subscribers, but I
Hey,
think if you're trying to build a community, that may not be just doing what's popular.
yeah, I will always say this. MKBHD had 70 subscribers after his first 100 videos.
Hmm.
Look where he's at now.
Dude, he's a little boy in those videos. It's weird.
No, like
He's a 13-year-old.
he's just made like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos, and he's just gotten really good at it. And he's, in my opinion, I think he's the best YouTuber. Like he's dope as hell.
I've been watching him.
So yeah.
Yeah.
In closing, YouTube. Who
So,
knows?
Who knows? All right, folks. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. This has been episode 11, being a YouTuber, on the podcast Your Film, A Playground. And we have Troy, Christy Presents, and myself, Jordan. And we are out for the week. We'll see you next week.
Brilliant. We'll see you next week. No more
Friends.
hiatuses.
Episode 12. Peace.